YouTube, what is up? Yep, back at it again with another comic book haul for the week of April 28th. That's going to be the new comic book release day, 28th. Yeah, man. It seems like, well, it doesn't seem like, it's pretty evident that we're doing more comic book haul pickup reviews on this channel than we do action figures, mainly Marvel Legends. Hopefully, you guys were able to catch that Shang-Chi release. Did the full wave, including the video on the Build-A-Figure, which was the Mr. Hyde. After that, man, the only thing I picked up, excuse me, the only thing I picked up would have been a G.I. Joe figure. So it seems like the G.I. Joe figures are coming along with the comic books, and the Marvel Legend figures are coming sporadically. And I guess that's the way it's going to be going forward with the channel. We haven't talked about anything when it comes to G.I. Joe figures, and as I pick this back up and put this back here on the shelf, as you can see, we got pretty much a full run of the G.I. Joe figures. I got to clean all that mess up, but that's not why we're here. We're going to talk about some comic books. Now, if you followed Spider-Man, you know that Spider-Man, the original Amazing Spider-Man, had a Clone Saga arc in his story. And then now here with Miles Morales, we get a Clone Saga arc, and it's starting with issue 25, and this is issue 25 here. Very interesting story. Early on, maybe let's say issue 14, yeah, they kind of did some experimenting on Miles, and now it's coming full circle. And let's go ahead and let's see if we can pull this out. And I'm just going to show you guys the cover on this one. This is the main cover, and this is a wraparound color. And here we have 3 new characters, right? What their names are, not quite sure yet, but you can see them there. And as you can recall with Spider-Man, we did get Kane, and we did get Scarlet Spider. So yeah, maybe one of these guys ends up sticking around and becomes Scarlet Spider to Miles' Spider-Man, or Kane, or what have you. But yeah, so this could be a good jumping on point. On top of that, this could be a good issue to have, just because we are getting some first appearances, and not only are they in the guts of the comic, they're actually on the cover. So this might be a good pickup. Not too sure. We got Spawn 317, and I want to say that they are beginning to do a Spawnverse, as opposed to like a Spider-Verse, where you're getting multiple versions of Spawn teaming up together, and that's pretty much what this is about. I think that started in the last issue, 316. Not too sure. I have that issue, but I believe that's where it started. And I picked this cover just because it was a good looking cover. They had a black and white 1 in 5, but I kind of like the colors. The colors pop on this one. If they had like a virgin version of this, I probably would have grabbed that, but nope. Department of Truth. Now I hear that this is the beginning of like a new arc in the story, and this is issue number 8. I do not have any other issues of Department of Truth. I hear a lot of good things about it. I may just go back and buy them just because and not even read them. I have no idea. However, if if I start hearing more good stuff about it, I probably will. There's just so many other things that I want to read, and this is not caught my interest at all. But I'm starting to hear a lot of good things about it. So maybe I go back and read them. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm even gonna do with this book. Berserker #2. Whew, crazy, crazy, crazy. So this book actually helped me realize that I am way far behind in the comic book game. Now, if you talk about anything that happened like in the 90s, maybe let's say 80s, early 90s. Actually, no, I could go probably from the 80s all the way up until like 2000, 2001. So anything as far as, being comic related and stories, uh, I'm pretty good at, right? Anything after that, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have to go back and catch up on a lot of stuff. Neither here nor there. But, back then we used to go and get them off the damn racks in Circle K. I'll go to my dad's softball games and, his baseball games and go watch him play. And then, we'll run off to 7-Eleven. And fondly, I remember Circle K because they always had comic books and pick up books here and there, and then there'll be gaps in your comic book run, and you can never really fill them out, and then you had to maybe run into one later down the line, and then you're like, damn, I'm trying to recall, but that's how I remember most of the stuff that happened back then is I would read them over and over and over, and then when I get that next book or the book before, now I've tied everything in. I read it about 5-10 times just to make sure I remembered it, so when I get the next one, I don't forget the story. And that sucked, but that's just how it was then. But now you can order books out 2 months ahead of time, and it's like, what? And if you don't, chances are you may not get it. That is insane unless you like order it online or something. And that is crazy to me because like it just shows you how old I am, right? Way behind in the game. So now that I'm caught up and up to speed, that now moving forward, I should be okay. So I didn't get the cover A of Berserker 2 because that was sold out. I got the cover B, which you have here. So in order to get the book I'm going to show you next, and I haven't read this second issue yet. In order to get this next book, you had to have ordered this one and had cover 1, Berserker 1. So any copy, right? So once I realized it, I had to drive back home, pick up my copies because I did not have a receipt, and at the time when I bought the book, I did not have an account with them. So now that I have an account and everything, it's gonna make things a lot easier. But it's crazy because you had to get this book and book #1 in order to get Something is Killing the Children #1, and this is print 8, 7. I want to say 8, but I think it might be 7. So you get those two in order to be able to get this book. So what's crazy is that the store that I shop at and that I regular only got 50 copies of this. So if you didn't have your receipts and everything, you had to drive back home like I did, and you came back, the chances were this thing was already gone. But I did it so fast that I was able to get in on it, sign up for the book, and end up getting it. I don't know why there's so much hype behind this one, because, and I'm not saying the story, and I'm not that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about this particular book because it seems like it was limited. However, there are more copies of this book than every other single issue one. Did you hear that correctly? Allegedly, there's more of this book than if you put every single other issue one together. So if you had issue 1A, B, C, D, variant, whatever, there's more of this one than all of them put together. second printing, third printing, fourth printing, fifth printing, sixth printing, seventh printing, eight. I think this is eight. I'm not sure. Seven maybe. Add all those together, and this one still has more. That's very strange. And how true that is, I have no idea. So for every two of these books, you get one of this book. Is that right? That's how I thought it was in the beginning, and they're saying no. It's every, you have to show them proof of purchase. That thing was a mess, man. So hopefully you guys understand. I know maybe the last thing I said didn't really make sense. I was trying to make it make sense in my head, but it didn't, and it still doesn't. So I'm not sure if they're saying this is a 2-to-1 and there's a lot of this, and then it makes you think how many of this magazine print of Berserker 1, but it doesn't work that way. And somebody was talking about it, like you had to have 2 of this issue in order to get that one, so it's 2-to-1, and then they're trying to say that this one was way overproduced, which who the hell knows? I don't know anything. Marvels, man, I wanted to get multiple of this magazine, and I still might go back and do it. And I have no clue of what's going on in this storyline. There was a couple of variant covers of this book, and I'm really starting to like this. And this is issue 1. Have no clue of what's going on. Yeah. Then we have, what is this one? X-Men Legends issue 3. This is the variant. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, because I thought I signed up for all of the cover A, and this is not cover A, nor this is cover A, and there is no cover A here. So I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But we did get the Beast action figure variant, and these look actually kind of cool, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And there's a sneak peek of what's coming up next. So like, if you get these books, and I'm not saying they're ever gonna be worth anything at all, I just like the look. And that's one thing right now, man, you guys should be trying to focus on, is picking up stuff you like, and not necessarily buying stuff for specs, because you're gonna get fooled every single damn time. So this is what I mean, like, about how cool these issues are. Adam X, that's 1. No, Cyclops was 1. Adam X was number 2. And then now we have the number 3, which is the action figure variant. I think that's pretty cool. Beast. Maybe going forward, I think this is the last wraparound, or no, I can't say wraparound. It's like a puzzle, if I'm not mistaken. I hope it is, because I'm getting tired of that's kind of weird. Okay, now I got it. So this is 1 and 2. They kind of go together, and then 2 and 3 go together. So I know why I got this book, but I still wanted cover A. Or did I? I'm not sure. Whatever. Maybe I did do the right thing. So last but not least is Robin. 15 minutes. Sorry guys, 14 minutes. Whew. Man, I was so hyped to get this book, and it's not disappointing at all. But this book is so damn twisted, it's not even funny. If you're not a DC fan, I get it. I'm not a huge DC fan. I love Robin. I like Damian's story. There's not too many characters I care for truly in DC. I don't know how to explain my love-hate for DC. And it's not even necessarily with comic books. It was with the toy lines with DC, on how we had the DC Universe Classics, and I had every single figure of the DC Classics, and no joke, I can show you pictures, I can show you everything. I still got images of that collection, and I got rid of it because they started switching up so much that it just pissed me off, and I was done with it after a while. But I did have every single figure in that line, and once it switched up and everything went to Matty Collector, then they switched up the scale, then they switched up. Man, I was livid, and I hated it, and that's why I started to love and appreciate the Marvel Legends more. And I was always a Marvel fan, and I always loved the comic books. I always loved the characters, and it just made more sense to me that Marvel is the way to go. But that doesn't mean I don't like DC or have any love for DC, because I do. But they just made it hard for me. And I have yet to pick up any DC books other than this Robin, and there may be a couple more just individual covers in there that I like the cover or something, or I was given a free DC book, and yeah. But this story is an awesome story, and I don't want to ruin it for nobody. But pick this book up, read it. You're gonna thank me later, and it's really twisted at the end. So I should have multiple. Wait, I thought I had more than one cover of the first cover, but anyway, really cool looking cover. This one, is this not? Yeah, this is not it. Okay, yeah, this is not it. So this is yeah, this is not it. But this is the cover, the A cover, and this is the wraparound cover. And this book might get a little bit more love than the other one. In fact, there's another copy where he's standing on the edge of some type of goblin looking over New York, and then you have Batman in the background with his head down, maybe doing a little foreshadowing, like here, like look at this, right? And then here you have Flatline up there, who's a new character, and this other Deadpool like girl. Damn, is my so I think this cover, because of the wraparound, is gonna do a lot better than the other one. And yeah, we got quite a few new characters in this story, and I think further down the line, this is gonna gain some popularity. And in fact, we got the is that a 1 in 25 punchline etch? I believe it is. No, why am I saying punchline? Flatline. What the hell? Tripping, man. But anyway, yeah. So Robin, I expect big things. I can't wait for the second one. Um, Probably the best book of the week, in my opinion. Uh, and I'm not even that huge of a DC fan. That's hard for me to say. This here is a pickup, and I want to show you guys. This came from Southside Comics, and this is something I ordered. Um, had no idea who the hell Southside Comics were, have been, or even if it was like a real thing. But I took a chance, man, because I wanted this book so bad. And in fact, I bought two, and I shouldn't have bought two of the same. I should have bought the other Virgin cover, but instead, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I bought two of the same book, which I'm not mad at. I'm pretty happy. I wanted two of them, and this book in particular, I felt like is an awesome book, man. Hopefully, you guys stayed along so you guys could get a good glimpse of what's in here. And they got this thing wrapped really, really nice. So mad props to these guys over at Southside Comics. I had to wait a good minute for these books, but I think it's gonna be worth it, man. I think it's well worth the wait. Yeah, yeah. So check this out. This is a King in Black #5 Tyler Kirkham exclusive, and I don't know if this store was the only store that had this book or not. I have no idea. I couldn't find it anywhere. Nobody said they were gonna have it besides this place. And this is like a Ali Frazier tribute. I know we've seen wrestling ones, and I never could put my finger on like, oh, that's copying this or that match in that WrestleMania or whatever. But this is Ali Frazier, no doubt about it, right? And this cover is amazing. I should have gotten a virgin copy of it, but whatever, man. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. And with that being said, hopefully you guys stuck around. Please like, subscribe. We got so much we're doing on this channel. Like I said, man, when we hit 1,000, I'm gonna be more inclined to put in a little bit more work. Actually, a lot more work, including getting new equipment and intro videos. Right now, man, it's like whatever. We're growing slowly at a slow pace, but once we hit that thousand mark, we're gonna go in full speed. But that's it. Please like, subscribe, and as always, take care.